Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is directed by Michel Gondry, which stars two amazing, household actors in Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. And this movie is a very unusual film. I really can't explain for it a lot, because if you haven't seen this movie, it could be maybe spoiler territory. I feel like you should go into this movie as blindly as you can. Maybe just know that it is marketed as like some kind of, maybe romantic film. But really, if you look at trailers of this, it's not doing any justice at all. Maybe you should just go in just hearing some reviews of what people think, and then just go in with that, because boy, is this movie so gonna surprise you. And I wanted to talk about this movie. From time to time, maybe I'm going to do a classic review. I want to go back on some of the films, maybe, that I haven't reviewed. I just want to give my thoughts on whether they're good, great, bad, who knows. So I wanted to, start out with this one and talk about it a little bit. My goodness, guys. What a visual storytelling of a film. The first time I saw it, I didn't know what to think. I've just heard that this was like one of Jim Carrey's best performances, and I wanted to check this out. And boy, guys, this movie did not disappoint my expectations. This is one of Jim Carrey's best films. I just adore this movie for how the direction was, with like the unusual editing, the like cinematography, just how, it was so crazy, but yet it felt so right and normal, like it was nothing. There was nothing wrong with it. Like, sometimes you'll be put off like, oh, what's going on here? But it works, and you don't need a lot of dialogue to tell a story with how, the direction was going. And that is like one of the things to applaud of this film. And seriously, the chemistry with Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet, they're so adorable. This is like a chemistry, a relationship that I just adore, that I could just like relate to, just like your craziness matches my craziness. It's just beautiful. And we get introduced with them. We get to see a little bit of them, because if we see them together and it works, then the rest of the movie is gonna affect us. And eventually, when conflict happens, you go into this like crazy journey, especially from Jim Carrey's perspective. And you're just like, wow, I can't believe they did that. Like, it was a little bit ballsy, and it worked. I'm glad that how they made this film. This is very unique. People say that Hollywood was running out of ideas. I know this one came out a long time ago, but this is something very unique, original. There could be something else that came out before it, but I'm not too well sure about it. Movies like this at the time did not get made like that, and probably stuff like now can't really say is a lot similar to Eternal Sunshine. That movie is just unique on its own. And yes, the relationship is just amazing. Whether you've been into some relationships or you have your heart broken, you're just gonna feel for this movie. You're gonna be like, ooh, or that's good. And there's a stellar cast around this too. There's Mark Ruffalo. There's also Kristen Dunst. Everybody works off well on this film. Everybody looks like they're having a good time, but still giving us a very good film. It's like a very good feeling of a film, but the film itself is kind of like, it gets you on this emotional ride journey, and it's just something that I can't believe exists. It's just good, guys. It sets the tone off well with the beginning. It, puts you into what we're going to be here for the next hour and 40 minutes, which goes by so good because the pacing, everything is so well. You need to know what you need to know, and then you want everything to go so well, and then how, it's all paid off. You're not sure if you accept it, or you're just like, oh man, that is the truth of how, life can go. And it just leaves you thinking, and it's a good time to experience this film, whether you see it in theater. This movie came out a long time ago, so DVD, or if you watch it on Blu-ray. It's just a film that, makes you learn whether it's about filmmaking or it's about emotions. And it's just a good job, you know. Michelle Gondry, Charlie Kaufman, Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, they all did a good job. This movie, I'm gonna have to give it an A+. This is a movie that deserves its grade because this is something where, you know, if you ever want to challenge yourself, you should look at a film like this and try to do something that is unique, that can relate to you and still provide an excellent storytelling. Now guys, if you guys have seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, let me know in the comments below. Is this one of your favorite movies of all time? Did you guys hate this film? It'd be shocking to hear if some of you feel like that. And now family, as we always do, Rolling Empire, until 1,708 subscribers, always laugh, smile, repeat.